Yeah, chilly here in Brunswick, Georgia. Can't wait to get to sunny Florida, 40 miles south of here. It's chilly this morning. How chilly is it? Well, there is a time-honored manner in which to determine the chill in the air. I think we should perform the marina hose test. I know. That's chilly. Welcome to Stir Crazy Sailing and Adventures. I'm Dennis. I left a career I enjoyed to pursue the activities that I love, with the aim of single-handing a sailboat from Lake Michigan to the Caribbean. I don't even want to share this story. I expect some success and some failure along the way, but that's part of the adventure. I'll also share with you how I try to stay healthy and fit as I go. Having you along will make this trip even more fun. Thanks for joining me. For the first time in about 4 or 5 days, the temperatures weren't in the 30s last night. It's easier to get up and get going when the temperatures are in the 50s first thing in the morning, and we're going to see the 70s today. I may be in a t-shirt. You may not have to look at me in one of my 3 sweatshirts today. Hey, thanks for joining me. Oh man. Man, this is beautiful. Georgia is wonderful. The ICW is circuitous, but the outlets to the sea are hazardous. So here I am. And I'm enjoying the trip. I'll be in Brunswick either late today or early tomorrow. Pick up an anchor and get an oil change. I need to change my oil. It's been a few hours since Scalesville, but I'm enjoying the early morning in Georgia. The sunrise is beautiful, and I guess the savanna or the reeds or the cattails, whatever I've got around me, are just waving in the breeze, so poetically welcoming me to a beautiful morning. Yeah, that'll probably get edited out. That was pretty cheesy. Yeah, have a little wine with that cheese. First day of December, and a lot warmer than it is where I came from. But I know that I'll miss ski season, that's for sure. But happy to be here. Our first eagle in quite a while over there in that tree. Big one. I hoped he might take off and go get a fish while we were watching, but he's just chilling. Well, horseshoe. Maybe you've never heard of Brunswick, Georgia, but every year 1.4 million cars do. That is a car transport vessel, and the gray boat pulling up next to it is a pilot. They're picking up the pilot, I imagine, after the pilot took the vessel into Brunswick, Georgia to have well, to pick up cars, probably. I don't know. Probably both. They probably are dropping off foreign cars and then picking up U.S. cars. Wow. Understanding the scale of what I see out here on the water sometimes is deceptive. It's difficult to grasp the scale, I'll say. For instance, the tugboat over there. The Anne Moran is 100 feet long. And the bridge that I passed under is 196 feet of clearance. It just doesn't seem like it. I also just took a sip of tea, which was 300 degrees. I'm positive of it. Oh, it was so hot I had to spit it out. Yeah, no gulps. No gulps with the tea. It was one of those. I arrived at Brunswick Landing Marina, a great place that's been voted the #1 large marina in the United States, and maybe something has to do with their sponsoring social hour 3 times a week for those in residence. Yes, I look like I'm homeless, pushing my personal belongings in a grocery cart. I have to go to West Marine across the parking lot from the grocery store to pick up an anchor. And so oh, this is great. There's a GPS lock on the grocery cart that won't allow me to take it out of the parking lot over to West Marine. That's hilarious. My plan for an unauthorized grocery cart use was foiled by technology. That's pretty funny. Can't say that I blame them. Those things are probably expensive when they float away. So I'll be shopping in Winn-Dixie with a West Marine cart before I take off tomorrow. Technology. A successful trip to both Winn-Dixie and West Marine. I was back at the dock with groceries and a new anchor. As has become the custom on YouTube, we're going to unbox this product like it's a gender reveal party. Ooh, look. It's an anchor. My on-dock project caught the attention of some very good-natured passers-by.
You're putting that on there?
I am.
A man after my own heart.
It's a lot of anchor, isn't it?
Hey, can't have too much.
Well, as long as the winch can handle it.
Get back.
About $650. It was on sale at
106. That was like a bargain.
650.
Oh, 150.
600.
Oh, 600. Excuse me.
That's all right. Yeah, it wasn't a bargain at all.
I'm sorry. My hearing's bad.
That's all right. So is mine. Yes, sirree. Stir Crazy has herself some new jewelry. It's quite a snaggletooth, isn't it? I think it's rather menacing in a feminine way. Kind of like it. With the new anchor aboard, it was time to once again... That beach looks inviting. Head south. Not a lick of wind. And really no outlet to the ocean. So we're on the ICW making our way to the Florida line. It has to get warmer. Feeling good, feeling good. Where we are, what we're doing, and the new jewelry on the front of Stir Crazy. Loving that new anchor. I like the look. They feel they've got enough wind to put up their sails, but they're motor sailing. I always feel a little tinge of guilt when others put up their sails to motor sail. For me, if it doesn't stabilize the boat because it's wavy, then the use of the sail is not always worth the reward. There's wear, tear, risk, all sorts of things, but the boat looks more beautiful with the sail up, and sometimes certainly you get an advantage, a speed advantage with the sail up. I'm not going to get any speed advantage on this boat with the sail up, and their sails were flapping a few minutes ago, but they're full right now, and then we're going to make the turn in a few minutes. They've got crew, they've got a couple people on board, so they can split the responsibilities as well. Yeah, just different strokes, different folks. If you want to know what a bad day looks like, it looks like that. That vessel did get pulled off and passed me later like nothing ever happened, and I began enjoying the change in scenery. The beaches look different, the foliage looks different. At that Georgia-Florida line, everything looks different. For me, dinner time was closing in, and I felt like making something a little bit different. You know how to follow instructions. Boil the water, toss in the rice, let it boil for a moment, and then cover and simmer. And then after, the rice sucks up the water, firms up a bit, toss in the beans, right? I suggest throwing in the beans separately and not getting the rice with beans, because the spice in the rice without the beans is better than the spice in the rice with the beans. So get the two separately, toss them in at the appropriate time, and then we're going to add a couple of additional ingredients, one of which will surprise you, but I think you're going to enjoy. All right, I cooked some chicken yesterday for a different dish. I threw it on top of a salad. Today, I'm going to chop it up and throw it into this mixture after I toss in the beans. Rice is looking good. I'm really doing all of this just for one ingredient. I really am. I know that you know how to make this, and you've done it 100 times. And yeah, you once lived in your own small apartment, and you know this meal costs about $4. Mix in the beans, toss in the chicken. I suppose there are a few of you who haven't tried the yellow rice. You've wondered about trying it. It's excellent. Try it. All right, mix it all up. Oh, that's good on its own, isn't it? You can season it as much as you would like with whatever you like to season it with, but wait a minute. What if we add hot pepper jelly? Oh, now there's a surprise. When you go to the grocery store and you are in the jelly section, make sure you don't choose red pepper jelly, because that's green pepper, yellow pepper, orange pepper, red pepper, bell pepper jelly. You don't want that. You want hot pepper jelly. And this stuff is so good. I know. You've mixed it with what? Cream cheese and put it on crackers or something like that. Throw some of this in there. Oh, that's good. That's really, maybe a little more would be better. Should I? I think I should. Honestly, I'm not even sure that's enough, frankly. I think one more. Yeah. Oh, awesome. We'll mix that up. Let it simmer a bit. Get all those flavors working together, and I'll give you my opinion here in just a moment. You know, so many videos that are on YouTube, they say, don't try this at home. Go ahead. Go with this one, feel free. Oh, yeah, it's ready. The question is, are you? Oh, man. If that made me feel any better, it would be illegal. Wow, is that tasty. Just the sweetness of the pepper jelly and the bit of hot edge that it adds, it's just a wonderful combination. So next time you make this tried and true recipe, toss in some hot pepper jelly and you'll be glad that you did. That's my prediction. Thanks for joining me in Denny's Kitchen. Welcome to Florida. Let's open the Jenny. While we're out to sea and I'm messing around with the sails, this is a good time to give the video a thumbs up. Think about forwarding it to your friends, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Opening to Genoa in Florida, finally. It should be no surprise to you that in the next episode we'll spend more time in the ocean as we get into Florida waters. But there are surprises ahead, including a Trident missile submarine. This is my actual picture. A boat chase with U.S. Customs. And me in St. Augustine, Florida, preparing for gale force winds. Like a break in the wind so I can take off my Genoa. I think I would like to drop that. Thanks for joining me. We're going to find out how I fare with those winds together. See you next time.